Yeah, my name is David Tucker, and from the States, originally from New York. I'm 41 years old, but been living in Seattle for the past 16 years now. I'm an acupuncturist by trade. I work with a lot of people with mental emotional disorders and chronic illness. Yeah, so the reasons I came to La Luna, there was a few. I personally had an intense year. My brother died unexpectedly, and a significant relationship ended, and some other things. And I wanted to do some deeper healing. I had heard of ayahuasca many years ago and always had an interest in it. I just didn't know when the stars were going to align for me to do it. And my son was going to be off with his mother in Spain for 2 weeks at the end of November. So I'm like, well, there's 2 weeks that I could perhaps explore this. And so I'm glad I got to make that happen. So yeah, I've been here 10 days. So my feelings about kind of where I am in my stay now, it's been such a transformation, such a transformative experience, and so different from when I first came. I think I had a lot of more fear and anxiety than I was really connected with than I had originally thought. And boy, what a turnaround after only 4 ceremonies. Yeah, today as I'm sitting here now, there's just so much more lightness and clarity and freedom within my chest and in my heart. I got rid of a lot of old murky stuff that just just wanted out, and it came out. It was there were moments that were hard, but I think you have to be realistic when going into something like this. There were moments that were hard, but there were more moments of beauty and gratitude and connection. So yeah, tonight being my last ceremony, I'm excited. It's surreal to think that it's my last ceremony. It's just been such an intense journey over the past week and a half. But so it's kind of hard to believe that it's my last ceremony, actually. But I'm excited to see what comes up. I'm excited to see what sort of final messages Mother Ayahuasca has for me as a farewell and to take with me. So, and I'm also just really excited to see what is this journey gonna look like after the fact? When I go home and either when I'm with my son or when I'm with my patients, it's like, oh well, how is this going to influence my life after the fact? You'll have to do some sort of post journey interview. But I'm excited for that too. It's like, I don't know, but people talk about that. People talk about how much it's influenced their lives in their everyday after the fact. So I'm really excited to see what that's going to be about too. Yeah, so I've been out of the jungle now about 3 months, and it's been an extraordinary journey. I've been integrating quite a bit. I still describe it as the most challenging yet rewarding and life-changing experience of my life, for sure. So as far as the integration and how things have been since I've been back, it is hard to articulate, but I'm definitely a changed person, for sure. My friends have noticed, patients have noticed, teachers have noticed. There's something different about you, and in a positive light. As for me, and some of the things that I've noticed, is that there's this continued feeling of being protected, being watched over, that the work is still happening, and that everything is going to be okay. I don't know how long that's going to last, but that is still very much a part of my everyday reality, and I think that's just because of the experience that I had in the jungle with ayahuasca, having experience of these different realities that are out there that just changes your perspective on this one, and I'm really grateful for that. What else? There's a deeper level of trust, and things are unfolding. Sometimes it's really uncomfortable, but there's still this underlying level of trust that just always seems to be there. I feel like within myself, I am way more settled within myself, way more comfortable and accepting and loving toward myself. I'm not carrying around the darkness and the weight of that darkness anymore. That's pretty profound, just to be able to say like, oh yeah, that's not there anymore. That's huge. I mean, that's huge, and feels amazing just to be able to be more loving and accepting toward myself. And I remember the shaman saying right before I left the jungle that when I asked them if there were any additional messages from ayahuasca, from the spirit realm that I needed to know, they said to me, no, you completed or accomplished what it is that you came here to do. And self-love, self-acceptance, so I can bring that version of myself to my son and my patients and my family, my friends. I mean, that's priceless. I also just feel like I am bolder in my actions, in my speech, and so I don't know if that's less fear. I don't know how to translate that, but yeah, or it's just a way more in my body, way more connected to my spirit sort of thing, but that's also been really quite noticeable. So, yeah, physically feeling good. I was tired there for a while when I first came back. I was pretty beat and, took some adjusting to getting back to first world living and first world problems, but that's okay. So in the end, it was an incredible experience. I'm so glad I did it. So grateful for the people that I met, the people that were there with me during the ceremonies, drinking the ayahuasca with me, but also the facilitators and the shamans. I feel like I will owe them a debt of gratitude that I could never fully repay, but I'm aware of it on a daily basis, and feel that gratitude on a daily basis, and hopefully with the work that I'm continuing to do in my daily life, I'm repaying some small amount of that. So thank you all, everyone at La Luna, and be well on your journeys.